Hey guys! Today is the continuation of the plot of Paranormal Activity 8. The Other Side. And did you watch the first part? If you did not see, you could see our playlist, with all trailers and spots that I did. I hope you enjoy it. And if you already watch, what did you think? Comment here. And don't forget to subscribe and like to cheer up this kind of content. So now, let us go. And on the last afternoon Allie was searching together with other spiritual experts about the possibility of contacting Alex's spirit. And we see by the footage that Isabella is doing that yes, it is possible, but the place to have the contact will have to be desecrated, and this desecration can leave the place where she is his colleagues are vulnerable to the witch's invasion. But the Ollie's boyfriend, the same one from the second movie, shows them a spell in which a circle is placed on the floor that allows only benign sounds to come out of it. This spell is the same one used in the ghost dimension. Allie explains the plan for the four youngs. Mila stands next to Allie, while Isabella sits by her side, and Jimmy there filming everything. Ollie's plan is, knowing that the ending events of Marked 1 lack 5 days to happen. In that lapse, Allie would call Alex, and later, the two would travel together with Hector to 2006 in San Diego to free Kate from the Toby's control, take Hunter and put him up for adoption. Once time that Hunter is off the radar of Toby, the promise would never be fulfilled, and as soon as who would pay is the witches themselves, with their souls. So Mila say, "But you will lose your brother." And Allie answer, holding one a little of crying, "It will be necessary. At least, he will stay alive." Jen intervenes, "But he could stay with you." Allie retorts, "The witches are always chasing our group, so he has no way of staying with me. He will have a family to take care on that time." Allie say that, a bit sad. In the next scene, they are already getting ready for ritual, and with the symbol already ready in a special room. Some are purifying around the place, using the footage of the camera, calling Alex, and already asking her to leave the circle to finish the ritual. When they start, everything is silent. After that, one of the ends of the symbol appears, the shadow of Katie. Makes Allie quickly look at her side. Katie speaks. "Why, Allie? You not staying with us? With me and Hunter? We could be so happy together now." But Allie says, "You're not the Kitty. You are someone using their voice and their features." And the shadow turned into a creature similar to the one from the end of the Phantom Dimension, and say, "That's right," and try to attack everyone. But it can't because of the circle. The creature tries several times. The lights off. When they come back, the creature disappeared. Then Allie that was with the protagonists turns to them and says, "I think it didn't work." But when they turn back, they came face to face with Alex. In his young version, very similar to the fourth film. Many are impressed by the fact that Alex looks more like a flesh and blood person than a spirit. But Allie is not surprised. She says that this even explains how she can travel in time, since in theory, only beings that have a physical body can do that. On that time, Alex already asking for some food and water, which reinforces the idea that she have special type of body. Allie gives a small smile when this happens. A big smile. "I gave now, because you subscribe on this channel. Thanks you that collaborate with this small channel. Keep going." When they meet Alex, it is the begging of the night. So all left other preparations for the next day, and we will go to the next night. The circuit interior of the Ollie's HQ captures. In the room that Alex sleeps, we perceive a white light coming from above, interacting with her, covering her. After some silence for a few seconds, that light comes up by a format of white wings. Then the camera shakes. In the next day, Ali and Alex talk and we found out that the theory, whose I talked about in part 1, was right. Alex wasn't totally sacrificed in 92. And she gained supernatural abilities. Alex explains that in order to get the time travel with more people, need everyone to stay in one room. Ali has the idea of using a old trailer that your colleagues had. After, we see various takes over a few days, until we arrive in the night of the final events of Marked 1. And so Ali and others of demonologists go to the trailer, except the 4 young's protagonist, that stay with their other colleagues. Alex takes the camera that was with the young people, whose can show the ghost dimension. Ali asks in this instant if Alex knows anything about that device, and Alex answers no. But his friend, Ben, always talked about cameras and devices that would be launched with more powerful resolutions and lenses. That everything indicates that this camera has this future technology. So for Alex, that camera had nothing spiritual. It just have the technologies of the future, in order to capture other planes of existence. Starting the procedure, Alex used the camera and focuses. All are teleported very close to the house of Katie and Kristi's grandmother on Moore Park, California. They run to the house, and suddenly, they are surprised by the witches, as if we're waiting for them there. Their guys use their weapons against the witches. Then a hand of one of them is hurled against one of the windows of the house, repeating the scene from Marked 1, in which Hector was alone in the Lois's house and a scare hand hits the window. Alex tries to teleport into the home and talk to Hector, but she suffer interference from Toby, staying with the scary looking, and can't speak, just saying no sense things, get Hector scaring. And yes, we have explanation from that scene from Marked 1. In parallel, some witches push Ali. She dropped one of the cameras that was with her. The amulet that she wears make a kind of repulsion against the witches, similar what to the mark on the Sarah's arm did with his father. From Paranormal Activity, Jacob D. Gloshy. In the sequel, Alex returns, and her sudden teleport throws some witches away. Alex says quickly that the plan did not work, and everyone should return. A creature similar to the next of kin appears and advances towards the good guys, and only Alex can fight back equal to equal against the thing. Well, more or less, but that generate time enough for everyone enter to the trailer, and everyone goes back to the hiding place. They come back safely, but at the come out the trailer, they notice something terrible. The circle that should be around the trailer was a bit wiped out. What desecrated the whole place? Probably this happened by the time travel. Ali will warn everyone, but Alex demonstrates that she has acquired telepathic abilities, and already communicates the all to evacuate the place, and where our heroes will go now, and try to defeat Toby. It's only on the next part. So if you wanna a part 3 or a video with theories about this franchise, comment and subscribe. That's all folks. Bye.